We are on live. How are you, Zahid?
I'm doing very great, sir. Thank you. What about you, sir?
I'm fine, and I'm from Lalmati. Where are you from, Zahid?
I'm from Dhanmondi.
Okay, I'm a teacher in a college. I'm an assistant professor of English. But what do you do?
Currently, I'm a student preparing for my IELTS exam. I'm planning to move abroad very soon. And I also do a part-time job as well.
Which country do you want to go?
I wanted to travel to UK, actually.
That's great. So, do you love traveling?
Yes, indeed, I do. It's
You
because
have to you
traveling
have to
will,
explain.
yeah,
For every
yes,
question, you have to explain.
exactly. I'm going to explain. It gives me peace of mind and creates a lot of recreation and get me to get know a lot of new people, learn more about their culture, their entity, as well as their heritage. It's a form of networking to me.
Have you done much traveling in your life?
Yes, I have done, but yet I'm looking forward to travel other parts of the world, like for example, the continents like Europe, as well as Africa.
What do you think is better to travel alone or in a group?
Well, it actually depends. There are some places where you have to travel with a group so that you can get a good view of it. But sometimes you need to do it all alone. It actually depends
Uh,
upon the situation.
What do you prefer better?
Well, I prefer to travel alone.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's great. Where would you like to travel in the future?
Well, I would like to travel to, first of all, in Portugal, then back to Germany and Belgium as well, and some other parts of Europe. For example, like Czech Republic, to know more about its heritage and culture.
Why do you want to go in these countries?
Well, specifically, there are good reasons for that. These countries are really rich in their culture. They have a lot of things to learn about these countries. Like, for example, the ancient culture. There are a lot of museums explaining about them, showing uh, us about the modern as well as the ancient culture of these countries. That's the main reason that I would like to travel to these countries specifically.
That's good. Describe a child that you know. You should say who this child is and how often you see him or her, how old this child is, what he or she is like, and explain what you feel about this child.
Well, I would like to talk about a child. He's a cousin brother of mine. His age is 7, and he's a really adorable guy. I know. He likes to play football and sometimes spend time with me as well. He always wants to sit on my lap and roam around. He likes enjoying with me, for example, playing football. And sometimes I take him out for having ice cream and some snacks as well. This guy is so friendly. He loves everyone. For example, if someone smiles at him back, he goes to them and tries to speak to them and plays with them as well. So I really adore this guy and I admire him always. And I make sure that I take a good care of him and make a good human in the near future and make him understand about all the good reasons to help people and make him more friendly towards the people as well.
Thank you very much. So your part 2 is over. Now is part 3. Relationship between parents and children. How much time do children spend with their parents in your country, and do you think it's enough?
Well, it actually depends. If someone is living back in rural areas, then they have enough time to spend with their children. And for example, if someone is living back in urban areas where the workload is really high, therefore it doesn't gives them enough time to spend with their family. So it actually depends on which place they are residing.
Oh, I see. How important do you think spending time together is for the relationship between children and parents?
Well, it's actually very crucial to spend enough time with your family or children because it makes you grow together and helps them understand each other and doesn't create any distance between them so that they can share their problems and be friendly more with their parents, even the children. So it creates a good bonding together, I believe.
Oh, that's great. Have relationship between parents and children changed in recent years?
Yes, indeed, indeed. It's because these days people get more indulged in social networking. For example, most of the time they spend their time on phones as well as other electronic devices. So there is a good distance created between the children and their parents.
Oh, I
That's how
see.
it changes over time.
Children's free time activities. What are the most popular free time activities with children today?
Well, it actually depends, I believe, because when someone is living back in rural area, they have a lot of place to play football, cricket, and other sports. But when it comes to someone living in the city, there isn't enough space to play such games. So what they do is they play video games as well as talk to their friends. Most of the time they spend playing video games.
Okay. Do you think the free time activities children today do is good for their health?
Well, I don't think so because most of the time people are this I mean the children these days busy in phone, which creates them anxiety as well as fatigue, I believe, and causes a lot of loss of concentration in studying as well as doing other activities. So it's not healthy as well. It should be changed as soon as possible.
Thank you. How do you think children's activities will be changed in the near future?
I believe that in the near future, there will be more indulge of using mobile phones and other electronic devices because as more and more we are moving towards artificial intelligence as well as technological development is taking place. So I think kids in the next generation they're gonna be more busy with this sort of activities and they won't have enough time to spend time with their family as well as their friends in person. So this how it going to be
Th-
changed.
Thank you very much. Your exam is over. Today, your score is 7.5. In IELTS speaking, there are four speaking marking criteria. The first one is fluency. Your fluency was good. Pronunciation, it was not bad. And then vocabulary. Yes, there was a chance to improve your vocabulary. And finally, grammatical range and grammatical accuracy. Grammatical range and accuracy. So you did well in the four criteria. So there is a chance to improve yourself if you try good enough. I think you can achieve 8 or 8.5 in the speaking section in the real exam. So thank you very much, Jahed. See you again. Allah Hafiz.
You're
Take
most
care.
welcome, sir. Thank you for having me here.
That's good.